Hello, my name is Gary Propek. This is my audition video for a chance at MasterChef Season 11. Behind me, you have both my truck and a picture of the front of my house. Here's a picture of the long side of the outside of the house. A few things I'd like to show about the outside of my house as I go around. Of importance to me is the fact that I can grow a lot of herbs. Got some rosemary, some sage, some chives, some oregano and basil, some more oregano and basil, some dill, and some thyme. And I've got some cilantro and some parsley, some more oregano, and some more rosemary. Now you're saying, well, why is he doing it this way? You know, he should be doing, something a little bit different in terms of showing a video, have somebody take it. Well, I don't have any friends that I'm going to be able to call on down here in Florida to be able to do this. Here's the second side of my house, and what I'd like to show on this side, some of the things that I'm growing. Down here is a cowhorn pepper. You can see a little pepper, how it grows right there. Okay. I've got some turmeric that's growing. Some more turmeric that's about to bust out of its pot. I've got an allspice plant. This particular plant has just started to really grow. I'm hoping to actually get some allspice out of it. I have bay laurel, and then I have some French tarragon. Moving on down the house, I have a dwarf pomegranate, and I have some ginger. The ginger seems to have taken on pretty well this year. Over here, I have a cardamom plant. Not seen any cardamom yet, but I'm hoping. And then I have a hardy kiwi. So again, looking here, you can see the side of my house. Again, I apologize for taking this video myself and how bumpy it is, but hey, that's what I got to do. Coming around the side of my house now. Still haven't raised that particular couple of awnings from Hurricane Dorian. Did get some rain and wind from Dorian, but not as much as other people got. Onto the back now. I have a little patio back here, and one of my pride and joys is my smoker. It's an offset smoker. I use it to do a lot of pork products, a lot of chicken I smoke. Coming over here, I've got my old trusty grill, getting on in age. It's a pretty good grill. It's about 15 years old. My tomato plant has seen better hours. Basically, it's kind of wilting away with the summer as we go here. And I've got a dwarf banana and a dwarf lime in the back. Coming into my house now, I have a little Florida room here. It's enclosed. It's outside the house, kind of a enclosure here. Got a couple of nice comfy chairs. Like to watch the Broncos. Got a few other things going on around here. In the past, I've made quite a bit of beer, so I got my beer making supplies down here. Okay. And then behind me, you can see my table saw, do some woodworking. Out here, got some more plants lined up against the fence there. That's actually where I lined them up after Hurricane Dorian and haven't had a chance to get them all back yet. Going into the house now, we'll pass through my laundry room with a cutting board that was given to me as a present this year. Down this way, we have a couple of bedrooms and the bathrooms and so forth. And then coming out here, we have my living room. Okay, another couple of comfy chairs there. Just recently got a new Ultra HD TV. Still have a lot of things in boxes, lots of books in boxes, especially my cookbooks that are over here, they're in boxes. And they have a little dining area here that's really more of a workroom for me. And we'll take you out into the kitchen. Kitchen is where I like to be. In my kitchen, I've got one countertop, as you can see, with my freshly made croissants and my freshly made baguettes that I've made here. One of my passions is baking. Okay, got my workspace here, and then I have a counter with a lot of my tools out and ready to go. And then over on the other side, my cutting tools and some mixers and things like that out and ready to go. Okay, what kind of foods do I like to cook? I like to cook anything that tastes good. Probably not a big sushi fan, but otherwise I'll probably cook anything else. The influences that I've had in my life, my mother, my grandmother, my ex-wife, who is a great cook. I really haven't started cooking until the last couple of years. I got divorced in January of 2015. And as such, that's when I really started to decide, well, what do I want to do with my life? And one of the things I wanted to do was to learn to cook better. So I find a lot of recipes, I read a lot of books, but I don't have a lot of time to, or a lot of opportunity to cook for a lot of people. I haven't really made many friends down here yet. I'm trying to make friends, but every time I talk about, my herb garden or cooking or actually cooking for somebody or something like that, most of the people on here, their eyes gloss over. Like, you cook? Holy cow. Somebody down in Florida cooks. Now, I know I'm in a retirement area. I'm in a plus 55 area. I'm 66 years young. I love this. I'm going to cook for another 20 or 30 years. That's one of the reasons I want to get to MasterChef. I want to see if I can do things other than casseroles and stews, baked goods, pies, lots of breads. As you can see, as I showed you before, I just love to bake breads because I love the way it comes out. As a chemist, of course, there's a little bit of chemical reaction that's going on in there. Sugar is broken down into carbon dioxide and water. And so that's what happens. What you're getting is both gas and steam that's being built up in the breads. And I just love to bake breads. I've baked breads for a long time. A friend of mine his mother's name was Dorothy. She taught me how to make bread when I was like 23 years old. And I probably went a good 20 or 30 years before I actually started going and buying store-bought bread on a regular basis. I love to bake bread. But baking and slow cooking, like smoking or like making stews and casseroles and soups, making my own broth, I do those kinds of things. That just doesn't get me anywhere, because this isn't a competition about take your time and cook. This is about learning to cook under time constraints and learning to cook things fast. And that's where I want to learn. I have a need to learn. I want to get in. I don't have a particular cuisine. I don't have this or that. Okay? The meal that I prepared, if I can get it up here now, the meal that I prepared is a chicken marsala with a fluffy bay flavored rice and green beans that have been sprinkled with Parmesan. I made the marsala using porcini mushrooms and marsala wine, as you can see, not just the cooking wine that's sold. I did that. I reduced it down. Cooked my chicken. I cooked the chicken with rice flour. I don't cook the chicken with wheat flour because I think the rice flour crisps up better and it holds the sauce a little bit better. So that's the meal that I've made, and I hope that sparks enough interest to get me into this particular competition. Why do I need this competition? I need this competition because I need to be able to cook every day and cook for somebody every day and make people happy with my cooking. This is Gary Propek. Thank you.